Hey guys, it's Katy here, art director from the Boys and Girls Clubs of Dorchester. I hope you guys are all doing well and staying safe. I'm here with another art project for you guys, so I hope you enjoy. All right, so the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna mold our clay into a stamp. So you just wanna decide what you want your stamp to look like. So the first stamp I'm gonna do, I wanna make it into a heart. So I am just going to shape my clay into a heart, make it nice and flat on the surface. That's going to be your stamp so that it covers your paper evenly. You can kind of use tools to help you, or you can just use your fingers. I like to press it down a couple times just to get it nice and flat. And then if you want to make it even more detailed, you can make a design in it. So if you wanted to do polka dots, you could just dot the end of a paintbrush to make polka dots, or you could do stripes, or you could draw a little picture in there. So that's my super simple clay heart stamp. So I'm just gonna take a little bit of paint, just a little bit, and I'm gonna kind of spread it out so it's thin like that. So I'm almost making an ink pad here. And then I'm gonna dip my stamp into it like I would an ink pad. And then you can stamp it on your paper. Super cool. And you can keep doing different colors, you can keep using it. The nice thing about modeling clay is that it doesn't dry out, and you can keep manipulating it. So once you're done with this, you can just squeeze it back together and you can make a new stamp. So another thing you can do is create different sections of a shape. For example, this next one I'm going to show you is going to be how to make a flower stamp. So I'm just going to start with a ball, and I'm going to press that down on a flat surface. So I'm just using a foam tray right now, but if you have a paper plate, that works. Even just a piece of paper will work fine. And I'm going to make, so I have a nice round smooth center. And then I'm going to do the same thing I did before with the back of my paintbrush, and I'm going to do little dots all in this circle. And this is going to be the center of my flower. So I'm going to take that, I'm going to dip it in my paint color, and you can use lots of different paint colors too. I'm just using pink today, but you can use whatever color you want. So I'm dipping it, I'm getting it nice covered, and then I'm going to stamp it onto my paper. And this works even better if you have ink pads, but I don't have ink pads at home, so that's why I'm using paint. So I've got the center of my flower, and now like we did before, I'm gonna squish it and roll it back out, and now I'm gonna make the petal for my flower. So I'm gonna start with a shape like this, so we're rolling it in between your fingers. And you can even rinse this off when you're done stamping it so that you don't get paint all over your hands like I do, but it's washable, so it doesn't bother me. So once I have a shape like this, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pinch one end, and then I'm gonna pinch the other end just a little bit. So I'm pinching one end kind of a lot and pinching the other end just a little bit to make a flower petal-y shape. And then I'm gonna do the same thing I did before, where I'm pressing it down onto a flat surface so that I get a nice smooth surface to work on, because our stamps work best when they have a nice flat surface. Then I'm gonna take my pencil and I'm gonna carve little lines, like the ones that you would see on a flower petal, into my stamp. Just like that. So then I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna dip it in my paint, get nice good coverage on the surface, and then I'm gonna take it, I'm gonna line it up around the edge of my flower, and I'm gonna stamp it. And then I'm gonna just keep dipping it and keep stamping it around in a circle until I cover the whole outside of my flower center with flower petals. And there's so many endless possibilities to this project. You guys can create so many different stamps. You can create letters, you can create different shapes. We can do it how we did it the first time, where we create the shape just out of one piece of clay, or you could do it how we're doing our flower, where you create separate sections to create a shape. You can use different colors. You could do this project doing mixed media, where you know, color a background and then add stamping on top of it. And my favorite thing about this project is that when you're done with it, you still have your modeling clay. So modeling clay never really dries out. If it's a wax-based, Model Magic will dry out. You can do this project with Model Magic as well, but the thing is that it will absorb the paint or the ink, so it'll permanently stay whatever color you're dipping it in, and then it'll eventually dry out. But I love doing this with modeling clay, wax-based modeling clay. Such a cool project. And then you can do so many other things with modeling clay as well. So it's a great tool to have at home for different art projects and craft projects. And there's endless possibilities to things you can create. So here we got our flower that we created from our modeling clay stamps and our hearts that we created. So as always, please make sure that you share your creations with us. Just send a picture along our way. You can message it to our Facebook page. You can send it directly to my email, but I really, really, really love seeing your artwork, and I really, really miss seeing your artwork every day. So I hope you guys enjoyed this project, and I hope you'll continue tuning in to the rest of our awesome programs that we have planned. We miss you guys so much. We cannot wait to see you soon. We hope you're staying well and staying safe, and have a great rest of your week. See you guys later.